Yo, this video just caught my eye, bro. The Super Bowl is tomorrow. Why? Super Bowl 59 will be the ultimate chess match. I'm not gonna lie, I have to watch this. Super Bowl is tomorrow, bro. And I'm an Eagles fan, so.
Chiefs and Eagles. Brilliance and scheme. History and heartbreak. I could keep going all day if I wanted to.
Yeah.
About what we're set up to see in Super Bowl 59. And in terms of the matchup on paper, there's definitely some opinions out there, and by all means, you can say what you want.
Juggernauts in their own ways.
Take a step back for a second.
What's juggernaut about the fucking Chiefs, bro? Ain't nothing juggernaut about them. Like, the only thing juggernaut about the Chiefs is their record. They get free wins. They play shitty teams. They beat the shitty teams by one score. The Chiefs are frauds, bro. It's gonna be a blowout. The Eagles are gonna blow them out 42-14. But let's resume with the video.
It's coming. Hurts has to one low, going deep. A.J. Brown, he's got it!
Bitch ass Lattimore.
Season on the line.
Don't ever put your hands on A.J. Brown again.
The game's over. Can Mahomes do it? Got the P-Ryan. P-Ryan makes the move around.
Not gonna lie, that was tough.
And that will clinch it.
That was tough. P-Ryan is tough.
Will be in for the chess match of a lifetime. Now, why do I think that? Let's start this conversation by looking at the reigning champions from last season. Or even, for a more accurate way to put it, the team that constantly beats you on the boundaries. And you guys know what I'm talking about here. It's the games within the game. Some of the disregarded rules. Concepts like, say, maybe a simple exit motion to establish leverage on their opponent, to then pinpointing the football back shoulder, where only their guy can get it. I mean, we've seen it all season long. It almost feels as simple as it is unpredictable. And Kansas City's offense throughout the course of the season, it was essentially as unexplosive as you can get. They predominantly attacked the underneath level of the field. And they were able to do so more effectively than any other team in football because of attention to detail. Just look at this concept for an example. A 3-by-1 bunch left wide formation, but go ahead and shift your focus to the route combinations.
Crosser hitch drag.
As Mahomes dumps it right over Bernard to Hollywood Brown, and he's just roaming free. And that was Elam's guy, wasn't it, Tom?
That's exactly right. Look at where he is. Elam's all the way back there.
What just happened? Let me look at this again. This is actually insane if you really look into it.
Wasn't it, Tom?
That's exactly right. Look at where he is.
Okay, who caught the ball here? Him, right? Hollywood Brown? Is this Hollywood Brown? This is Hollywood Brown. The tight end is Kelsey or Noah Gray. Doesn't matter. Blocks the DB. Okay.
Yes, Elam's all.
And then it cuts the defense and splits it because he has to run into his own teammate. This shit is a perfect play, bro. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I just farted. But this leaves him wide open. This is Worthy. Or this is Hollywood Brown, I don't know. But this leaves him literally wide open because he has no way to catch up to him. He's already gone. He's way too fast.
All the way back.
And then he's going to have to guard him. He's going to have to guard him, so he's just going to be open.
There.
Now let's make one thing very clear.
Bro.
It doesn't matter who you've got in your secondary. If you don't, at the very least, implement match concepts and man coverage dropbacks against this team, you are screwed. It's as simple as that. All year long, they've specifically thrived in actions that manipulate the coverage in front of them.
Damn.
A process of recognizing the defensive tendencies of their opponent to then create borderline unguardable angles and cut points of the receivers. But if you want this to get even more intriguing, let's go ahead and pivot this conversation to the other side. Because Philadelphia's second and even third level backers.
Our defense is fucking absolutely insane. This is one of the best Eagles defenses of all time. Top 3. Maybe even the best. Now, yeah, Mahomes, you can do this to all these fucking bitch-made defenses, but the Eagles have the best defense in the league. We have Vic Fangio. We know what y'all are going to be trying to do. I promise you, we are going to read that shit like a book.
They're not just masters at countering pre-snap adjustments in the pass game.
Got some time. Zips
We ain't just masters, we are.
Short gain as Bates gets smoked by Gardner Johnson.
Hurry up and say it.
Time, and up comes third down.
Statistically, they're the best this league has to offer in terms of defending this style of play.
Yup.
And trust me, you don't just see it in numbers like this, but look at their ability to blanket the field in coverage. Nickel style defense. That is the name of the game with this team. Now, with the rapid level of improvement from rookie Cooper DeJean this season, Vic Fangio has created the best and most consistently seen five-backer scheme in all of football. And in terms of what overloading the top of a secondary does to teams, you see it almost every single week.
Oh, beautiful.
Plays like this show almost all of it in one sequence. There's the ability to disguise their coverage to manipulate the quarterback, maybe shade multiple backers at a team's top target, and best of all, when they finally resort to the check down, this is the best personnel in the game in terms of crashing the flats.
You're getting stopped every time when you try to do this shit.
Only 2 yards.
Because we're gonna fucking ankle pick you.
It's not an accident that this was the...
Chat, stop spamming we. Stop spamming we. Motherfucker, I'm an Eagles fan. Of course I'm gonna say we. Stop saying we, chat. Because, yes, we. I'm an Eagles fan. I'm gonna say we. I'm gonna support my team.
number one team in the league at limiting explosive plays.
We as Eagles fans. Not we as the players. Obviously, I don't play football. I'm not an NFL.
But Andy Reid specifically, you definitely know that he's going to have some counters. And those counters, they are brought to you by our friends at DraftKings. Now, guys, it is...
Really, dude? Really? Like, it's not even the fact that you are promoting gambling. I don't give a shit. Fuck it, get your bread, you know. Get your money. It's a sponsor, that's great. But the way you introduced the sponsor just fucking pissed me off, bro. Just listen. What the fuck did he just say? Hold on. Let's listen to what he just said.
In the league at limiting explosive plays. But Andy Reid specifically, you definitely know that he's going to have some counters. And those counters, they are brought to you by our friends at DraftKings.
What? How does that... Ow. How does that even make sense? Like, some counters are on Andy Reid, and that's brought to you by DraftKings. Brother, what are you talking about?
Accident that this was the number one team in the league at limiting explosive plays.
Uh-huh.
But Andy Reid specifically, you definitely know that he's going to have some counters.
He's going to have some counters. And these counters are brought to you by DraftKings. Dude, this is probably one of the most unexpected sponsors I've ever seen and heard in a video in my life. That a DraftKings sponsor literally just came out of nothing. It came out of nowhere. You just fucking said some bullshit and said, "Oh, it's brought to you by DraftKings." I know I'm creating like a whole molding like segment about this, but dude, this is terrible, bro.
And those counters, they are brought to you by our friends at DraftKings.
What?
But Philly's defensive philosophy
is good.
It presents a unique caveat.
What did you say?
Pressure.
It presents a unique caveat.
A what?
Philly's defensive philosophy. It presents a unique caveat.
A what?
Defensive philosophy. It presents a unique caveat.
It presents a what? Is that Spanish? Is that a unique caveat? What the fuck is that? What are you even talking about, bro?
Pressure. Daniels. Nolan Smith.
Nolan Smith's good, and guess what? Brandon Graham's playing too, so yeah, you're cooked. You're fucked. Bro. He's going to slip it in your ass, Patrick. I'm just going to say... Brandon Graham is going to slip it in Patrick Mahomes' ass. I'm saying it now. Like, I'm literally like... Bro, this is Nolan Smith. This is what Nolan Smith's doing to Jaden Daniels. Imagine what Brandon Graham does to Patrick Mahomes. Nolan Smith is literally slipping it in Jaden Daniels' asshole right now. Brandon Graham's going to fucking push it even deeper, dude.
Right here, look at his alignment. Literally outside McLaurin. Coleman just can't get out.
Is that a wild statement?
And that caveat, they don't blitz.
What is a caveat? I've never heard of that word in my life.
Like, ever. And if we're being honest, they don't need to frustrate an opposing team's quarterback. Just look at their schemes throughout the course of the postseason. The majority of Vic Fangio's pressures, sacks, and even just forced incompletions, they've resulted from simple four-man rush concepts. The more personnel you're able to drop back in coverage, the tighter the windows and creases are in passing lanes.
Well, that's Stafford. I mean, that motherfucker just stands there sometimes.
Not many teams in the league can do this, but Philadelphia can. And you know, it almost sounds impossible when you say this out loud, but it's somehow the same case in point with their run prevention.
Our defense is insane, bro.
Robinson. There's just nothing there. Vaughn again, who's been in on a million plays.
Our defense is literally unstoppable, bro.
Quarter and a forced fumble.
A top 5 run defense in this league, with the least amount of second-level backers in the box on run actions this season. That is just absurd. There's no other way to put it. But also, aside from how impressive it is, it's just further testament to the chess match that we're going to see between these two. Andy Reid has consistently used both of his vertical threat wideouts in a variety of ways this season, whether that be spiking their motion usage, maybe just different frequencies of route patterns. What are we potentially going to see Andy Reid and company try to implement in terms of trying to find creases and holes in Philly's dropbacks? Just 2 weeks ago, Mahomes practically had a field day in scramble situations. Could we witness potential spies or even unorthodox blitz packages from Fangio in this game?
Yes!
Who knows?
What do you mean, who knows? Motherfucker, it's gonna happen. Mahomes is throwing 3 to 4 picks this game. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't give a shit if Mahomes is about a three-peat. He's throwing... If he's gonna three-peat, he's gonna three-peat with fucking 3 interceptions, bro. He's gonna three-peat with 4 interceptions. But he's not gonna three-peat. They're not gonna win. He's gonna lose with 4 interceptions. It's not really going to even count as a three-peat, even if they win, because he's going to throw 3 to 4 interceptions. I'm telling you right now, Patrick Mahomes cannot fuck with our defense. Maybe not 4 interceptions, but the Chiefs are having 4 turnovers for sure this game. Like, for sure. Their offense cannot even handle our defense. They're going to have to do some shit defensively to fucking stop the Eagles. This shit's going to be a blowout, bro.
That's why it's going to be must-see television. Meanwhile, though, what about the other side of the story?
Saquon.
Here's Barkley, a little shovel, looking for an edge, gets it. Saquon Barkley! Barkley! Oh! Saquon! Touchdown! I feel like I've watched this every single week.
The number 1 offensive line you'll see in this league. Adequate skill position blockers, pin downs, climb blocks, broken tackles. Y'all know how it goes at this point. So far,
that boy Saquon Barkley, bro. That boy Saquon Barkley.
The patience or the vision
fucking
of one Saquon
stinky
Barkley.
breath.
His yards per carry in the first 3 games.
Insane, dude.
That somehow does a better job of explaining it than even the film.
You can't even fuck with him, bro.
But I also want to make one thing crystal clear here. You want to talk about a head-to-head matchup for the ages? This side might even be more entertaining. Now, the run defense and tactics of a Steve Spagnuolo defense, that's an entire conversation on its own. You've got the use of backers and edge pieces like, say, George Karlaftis, who sniff out concepts like RPO actions better than most. You might not think it, but Kansas City has actually been a top 5 run defense collectively this season in terms of block box run situations.
Oh, shit.
But, when you've got a 5-man unit up front who can create gaps in run concepts the size of a vehicle... Sometimes it just comes down to one-on-one battles in the trenches. And with guys on deck like Lane, Mailata, Becton, Karlaftis, Jones, you name it. From tackle to tackle up front, it is going to completely dictate how this game is played. But when push comes to shove, this air attack...
First to throw.
Look, bro. Motherfuckers want to talk shit on Jalen Hurts saying he can't throw. He has no deep ball. He's fucking carried by his wide receiver 1 and his wide receiver 2. Need to shut the fuck up after this game. Mark my words. Jalen Hurts will have 300 plus passing yards, 2 to 3 passing touchdowns, and 2 touchdowns on feet. One's a touch push, one's he's going to run it in. I'm telling you, bro. Hurts will have 3 thrown touchdowns, 300 passing yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. Mark my words. Don't even call me a time traveler. Jalen Hurts is the second best quarterback in the league, right behind Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, I said it. He's better than Allen. He's better than Burrow. He's better than Lamar. You know why? Because he beat all of them.
Near side, lets her rip. Brown! Touchdown!
He beat Mahomes too, but not in the Super Bowl. So that's why I put Mahomes over. But, hey, after tomorrow, it's going to be a whole completely different conversation.
It's on the outcut, and Samer still just backpedals too far into the end zone.
That is what you need to keep your eye on. Now,
A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts and Dallas Goedert and John Johnson.
A.J. Brown at the line of scrimmage. It's actually an eerily similar situation to the one that we just talked about in Kansas City. Opposing coordinators, they prefer to expand their formation and coverage more times than not to simply avoid the catastrophe of a big play downfield. And knowing at this point how frequently they see this tendency, Kellen Moore's shown the ability to adjust his formation accordingly. 3rd and 7 in this instance, 2x2 formation in the gun, with 1 press and 1 soft coverage at the top of the screen. Hurts then short motions Goddard into a stack with A.J. Brown when he notices Washington is shading the strong side safety deep. The simple shift causes slight.
A.J. Brown's so fucking big he could be a tight end. I'm not even joking. That is just a giant on the field, bro. You better, bro, why on earth would you ever want to guard him? It makes no sense.
Fusion, the backers are switching their assignments, and in the end, it's actually an uncoverable 3-level play design because of nothing more than a numbers game.
And it's dealer's choice for the quarterback. If they guard you deep, I'm going to throw intermediate. If they guard you deep and intermediate, I'm going to throw it short. So,
but here's the catch. The thing about this guy, it is a completely different schematic approach we're talking about here. Now remember how we said that Philly's defense is built to stop Kansas City's pass game? Well, you can make the exact same case on this side of the equation. Because for better or for worse, Spags is about as aggressive and unpredictable as you can get. I mean, we're talking top 5 blitz rate, time to pressure, man blitz, zone blitz. It is practically all across the board here. But let's shift our focus off the front line for a second and dive into the trends in the 2nd and 3rd level of the field. Press coverage and disguise coverage. Nobody does it more in the National Football League.
1/3 and 6. Dana coming after him. He escapes for a moment.
Here's the thing. This shit isn't going to work on the Eagles. This shit can work on the Bills. It can work on the Texans. It can work on the Ravens. It can work on whoever. It can work on the fucking Lions even. But this shit ain't working on the Eagles, bro. It's not. It's not going to fucking work, dude. This bullshit blitz rate fucking... push defense, disguise defense, whatever the fuck you want to call this stupid shit. It's not going to work on the Eagles.
Flings it, and again he almost got intercepted.
Look at this shitty-ass fucking defensive player. Pick the ball. If that's Cooper DeJean or Reed Blankenship or fucking CJ Gardner, they're going to fucking take that shit to the crib.
Manipulation through and through with this team. They rotate their safeties religiously. They use 2 high shells specifically, more than almost any other team, to try and disguise their coverage and force quarterbacks to throw into the teeth of a defense. Pretty much any basic cover 2 look could easily, say, turn into thirds.
Motherfucker, if Jalen Hurts doesn't like it, he's not going to throw it. Who do you think, bro, we're just going to run the ball with Saquon. And then we're going to make y'all think we're going to run the ball with Saquon. We're not going to actually run it with him. And we're just going to bomb it down the field to A.J. Brown. And he's going to take it to the crib. Like, bro. It's that easy, bro. It's that fucking easy.
Even a one high angle with an all-out blitz at the quarterback. It's calculated gambles to try and catch an opposing offense sleeping. Which, ironically enough, that plays right back into the conversation with Jalen Hurts. Last matchup that Philly had in the NFC Championship game. This man...
I can't wait. It's going to be an absolute blowout. I can't wait, dude.
...was blitzed damn near the most he had been in a single game this entire season. And all around...
The game's not even going to be exciting for me because I already know it's going to be a blowout.
Yeah. He has been...
I'm going to be like, all right, yeah, it's just another game. Like, we're literally just going to blow these fucking frauds out.
Phenomenal.
I said the same thing about the Commanders game. Look what happened. 55 to whatever they scored. How many points they scored? 20? It was 50. I know we scored 55 points. How you get 55 points dropped on you in an NFC Championship? Holy shit, that's pitiful. Holy fuck. People really don't realize how crazy that is. We just dropped 55 points on the team that beat the Lions. What the fuck do you think's going to happen to the Chiefs?
Back situations.
Didn't show when he's showing up today.
Hurts, looking as a man. Got her. Open catch, and he's down near the 10.
Kind of blow the top off, and then he's kind of switch release. But when Hurts can play from the pocket and throw the ball accurately, that is when they are their absolute best.
Yeah,
and
bro.
how this team responds to the variety of some of Spag's blitz packages, it could end up deciding who walks away on top here. But forget me for a second, because I want to hear what you guys have to think about this matchup. So please.
What I think? Oh yeah, let's leave a comment on this bitch. Let's leave a comment on this fucking bitch. Yeah, I like your video. It's going to be a blowout. Mark my words. I said the same thing when the Eagles faced the Commanders and dropped 55 points on their heads. No one believed that was going to happen except... How do you spell except? Alright, fuck it, dude. For me. Now, I'm not going to lie. When they played the Rams, I'm like, okay, yeah, the Rams are pretty decent. This is probably going to be a close game. It was a close game. Then we play the Commanders. I'm like, okay, this is going to be a blowout. I'm saying the same thing about the Chiefs. It's going to be a blowout. Everyone thinks Chiefs versus Eagles will be close. It won't be close at all. Eagles 42, Chiefs 14. My final score prediction: Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift. The refs cannot fucking help you now. They can't. They won't. The Eagles are better than the refs. They're too good for that bullshit. Peace.